welcome to day 18 postpartum. Here is little boy. Yeah, I haven't been vlogging, shockingly. I've been adjusting to being a mom. And, oh, hang on, there's a hair. I hope that's a little better. Let's see. So we're in, I guess, week 2.5. Graham turned 2 weeks on Sunday. He's doing great. So we're on, let's see, we had the week he was born, that first full week. We came home on Tuesday after being in the hospital for 5 days, which if you haven't seen my labor and delivery story, that is either up or not, but you can find it in the playlist with the pregnancy videos, my pregnancy journey videos. So we went home on a Tuesday. That first full week, we were living actually down here in the living room because I wasn't supposed to be walking upstairs a whole bunch. So we basically just slept on the sectional. And then when he turned 1 week, we moved back upstairs, and I still had Cody at home with me. And now he turned 2 weeks on Sunday, and Cody has been back at work all week. It's Thursday today, and yeah, it's been a little tough. Today is the first day I actually got up and got dressed. Oh yeah, I'm sure you can hear him squeaking. Today's the first day I actually got up and got dressed all by myself and got him in the car, and we didn't do much. We just went, we went and got coffee for myself, and we picked up some coffee for Cody. We stopped by his work and dropped off coffee for him, and then I had to pick up some medications. So I'm still doing my blood pressure medication, which it has gone down significantly, which is really good. But yeah, it's been, motherhood is very funny. Nights are really hard. Nights are super hard. I am a person who likes and needs my sleep. Not even sleeping in, just like I need my solid sleep. And so that part's been really difficult because I'm not getting that right now. But during the day, days are pretty, I'm able to be awake during the day, which is good. And yeah, I've been spending a lot of this week on the couch with him. He's not a fan of the bassinet during the day. We do have one down here on the first floor. So we're kind of building up to that so that I can kind of put him down and go do laundry or whatever I need to do. I'm also gonna I'm gonna practice the rap I got this weekend and with Cody, so I have somebody else with me until I get it down and I'm not dropping our kid. But I'm hoping maybe if I get that figured out, I can wrap him up and then try to do some things around the house again. Or at least like take him over and edit this kind of stuff, because that should be a doable thing with him sleeping most of the time. Generally, he's a pretty good sleeper. He's definitely in like 2 to 3 hour chunks. So if he's on the longer half of those, it's a lot easier. But every once in a while, he does have his cluster feeding days. Last night was kind of one. The first half of the night, he wanted to eat like every hour, which that's hard on me right now because we're not bottle feeding yet. So I'm in charge of all of that. But we're going to introduce bottle feeding at a month. That's the plan. So at that point, Cody can start helping a little bit more. I can start getting a couple longer stretches of sleep. At least that's the hope. So yeah, that should be nice. As you can tell, Bombadil is super thrilled with having his baby brother. He's actually been a really good dog. He's not too sure about Graham, but he's he's been calming down. I think he's mostly curious. Yeah, he really likes it when I put Graham in the car seat and then he can kind of come over and sniff him. You're a good boy. Griff's also been a good girl, just kind of hanging out. She's not super interested, like, at all. But yeah, here he is. He's very, very asleep right now. Yeah. Such a sweet, sweet boy. But the good news is that for the most part, I think we're all doing pretty good. You know, there's definitely our nights and our moments, but I don't know if you heard that squeak, but we're really doing good. Hey guys, so Graham and I just got back from getting lunch with Cody, which was super fun. He is currently 3 weeks and 6 days, I think. 5 or 6 days, I can't remember. But you know, I can't stay cooped up, so we went and got lunch. But I wanted to whip out the camera because, guys, it's my favorite kind of weather, and I'm so excited. I don't know how well you can see it on the driveway, but it's raining, and like really raining too. Like, we're probably gonna have a little bit of flooding, which I do not mind. You know, things are going pretty good. Let me see, let me do the math real quick. So he was 21 days. I'm 26 days postpartum. 26 days, he is 26 days old. Sunday is technically 4 weeks. Yeah, actually that's right, yeah. Sunday is exactly 4 weeks. So we're almost a month old, and things are just going really well. Like, I feel really confident in being able to like take him out. The only thing is trying to get stuff done around the house. So right now he's in his car seat. I'm gonna take like 2 minutes and go switch over the laundry, but he's still definitely at that phase where he likes to sleep on me usually. He's asleep right now because we drove around in the car, right, honey? Right after lunch, I took him for a drive because he falls asleep and loves it. So he's asleep right now. So I'm gonna go downstairs, I'm gonna switch over the laundry, come upstairs. I might leave him in the car seat and just watch him while I'm folding laundry. But yeah, right now it's really hard to get stuff done around the house until Cody gets home, because once Cody's home, he can take him, and Cody figured out the wrap, like how to do the wrap last night. And so Cody's totally fine with him just sleeping on him. He can have his relaxing time where he can play video games and stuff. And then I can get stuff done around the house. And that works out really well. But during the day, I feel awful because I really don't do a whole lot. Like I can do a couple things, but I can't do a ton because he is still very reliant on sleeping on my chest, which is fine. But it means when I have a second, I need to go get things done. So sorry, I thought there was something on the camera. So I'm gonna run downstairs, I'm gonna switch over the laundry, hopefully he'll stay asleep, and then I'm going to get that folded. So getting some chores done, guys. So I feel like I should put this in like a separate mommy vlog or something. Since I'm talking specifically about my little boy, and motherhood, but there was something interesting, I guess, that I kind of wanted to talk about, which is, so I'm very fortunate that I'm able to breastfeed. When Graham was born, he had to be supplemented. I'm sure we've mentioned this in, by the time this goes up, the other video where we talk about his labor and delivery should be up. But basically he was born basically at 38 weeks. It was 37 weeks and 6 days. So if he had waited one more day, it would have been exactly 38 weeks. And for 38 weeks, he was born big. So he was just a big baby for being born at 38 weeks. He was pretty average in general, but yeah, just was a little bit big. So when he was born, his blood sugar was low, which is why he had to go up to the NICU. And everything turned out fine. We just had to supplement what I was feeding him with some formula for a while to make sure he was definitely getting enough food. And not a big deal. Like, I did not mind supplementing with formula. It didn't bother me at all, especially because if you don't know much about breastfeeding, it does take a little bit for your milk to come in. And mine came in maybe a day or two by the time after we got home. So by the time we were home, I was able to supplement. Yeah, I was able to supplement everything with what I was producing, which was great. Like, I'm really thrilled that I was able to do that. However, what they were having me do in order to get my milk production and colostrum production up as soon as possible so that I could be supplementing him and not supplement via formula is I started pumping in the hospital. Like, I want to say the first day I was pumping, which not a big deal, but I don't know if it's because of the pumping, but I've had now I'm not pumping to create the supplement. I'm pumping because twice a day, if I don't do it, I leak and definitely have some overproduction, which is not a bad thing. Like, I'm very happy that I'm able to feed him, and it does not bother me having to pump at all. Sorry, just had to get my hand a break there. But what that means is everything that I pump is going straight into the freezer, and we are slowly having a very, very full freezer. So I found out because of my blood pressure medications, I unfortunately can't donate through any milk bank. The milk banks go and they help out NICU babies. And since NICU babies might be on medication, they were like, we just don't want your medication to have to conflict with whatever medication the babies might be on. I was like, okay, I totally understand. So I'm looking into some new routes, because right now we really, like, I don't want to say we won't ever need a supply, because, you know, you never know what could happen. Like, yesterday I had very low production for some reason, probably because I wasn't drinking enough water. But, so yesterday it was weird. I had low production. Ideally, I would like to keep a week's worth of pumping so that my husband, once he turns a month old, my husband's gonna be able to feed him with a bottle. Long story, but basically that's what the lactation consultant suggested, is wait about a month. So feeding from a bottle doesn't interfere with breastfeeding. But he's almost a month, which means Cody will be able to feed him through a bottle. So we will start using what I'm pumping. But even then, he'll only eat 2 to 3 ounces a feeding. And I pump anywhere between 9 to 12. And I'm not going to make Cody feed every night feeding. So maybe the most he'll eat is like 6 ounces from what I pump. So regardless, I'm going to be pumping something. I know this is going really long, but I will keep you guys updated, because I'm curious to see what, like, once I contact some people, get some stuff figured out, I'll update, because I think it's important to know that there are options if, you know, you are in a situation like I am, where, like, I honestly almost cried when the bank told me that I couldn't donate through them, because I probably have 100 ounces or more in the freezer right now. Just from pumping for the last month every day, one, usually 2 times. And it's just like, I need to, I would feel horrible dumping it all down the drain because, one, I do think it does take a lot to pump. Like, pumping is not an easy thing. It's annoying, and I would hate for it to go to waste because it's something that I did. But two, if it's able to help somebody, someone who has low production, I would so much rather it go and help someone out, instead of, you know, wasting it. 'Cause I don't know. I'm just talking now because I can. But I'll update you guys. I'm hoping I'll be able to find an individual or someone that I can, like a group that I can donate to, and I'll let you guys know what happens.